So I have to ask you about this Nancy Mace report from Wired. It is a lot. I mean, South Carolina Republican Representative Nancy Mace is a lot herself. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
she's just a lot. There's a lot going on with her. So, according to Wired, who spoke to a bunch of her former staffers, Nancy Mace would frequently monitor her image on social media, even going so far as to create bots to comment across social media in support of her and in this attempt to like boost her image. And she allegedly also asked her staff to create fake profiles on social media in order to keep an eye on the discourse about her and generally boost her image online. According to one of her former staffers, they told Wired, "We had to make multiple accounts, burner accounts, and go and reply to comments saying things that were not true, even on Reddit forums. We were congressional staff, and there were actual things we could have been doing to help our constituents. I would say that it was at least a weekly comment, if not daily." Um, yeah, that is, I mean, like, I have to say, I mean, her People magazine called her staff or her office today for comment, and they kind of like made a little joke. They were like, "Oh, well, apparently we're too busy creating bots and making comments to answer your query." But this is just my opinion. I absolutely could see her doing this. Like, I absolutely see it. I have no trouble believing this about her. None.
Oh, none. And also, her past staff clearly hates her,
Oh my
like
God. Yes.
within an inch of her life, like absolutely hates her guts because obviously it's a hell of a story, but it just doesn't help anyone. So you really have to be quite bitter to get yourself in a mess like this, talking about your old boss. So that's the first thing that pops up. Second to that, I really doubt that she is the only member of Congress doing this. Like, I don't know anyone personally doing this. Let me just go on record saying that. Okay. But it's, and also second to that, I do wonder if it comes into violation of campaign
Ooh.
finance laws.
That's a really good question. Very
Yeah.
good question. Yeah, I bet she's not the only person doing this, but something tells me, like, I feel like if you're going to do this and get your staff mixed up to them, you better be treating that staff pretty good. And the fact that your staff is this leaky and that they're like running
Mm-hmm.
to Wired to be like, she makes us do this, I think you're right. It really says something about the dynamic on her staff. And the report actually quoted a deposition from Wesley Donahue, a South Carolina based campaign consultant who previously worked closely with Mace's campaigns. Donahue told a court, quote, "She programs her own bots, sets up Twitter burner accounts. This is the kind of thing she does. She sits all night on the couch and programs bots because she's very, very computer savvy. She controls her own voter database. She programs a lot of her own website. She programs Facebook bots and Instagram bots and Twitter bots. It's what she does for fun." And let me tell you, what a like grim projection of what an evening at Nancy Mace's house must look like. Like her just
Mm-hmm.
on the couch, having a great time controlling her bot army. Like pretty grim.
No, for sure. I mean, holy narcissism. I Look, this woman is nuts. Beyond, okay, beyond measure and filled with so much hate. It's hard to fathom, right? But when I hear of all of these different behaviors, I just have to wonder how what trauma did she go through to land here. It really reads me. I am no therapist, okay? I do not have a psychology degree, but like these behaviors to me read as somebody that is losing their damn mind.
Yeah.
And something has triggered her. I know that there are specific things I that have happened in her life that she's campaigned on and also are in the news as well. But it just makes you wonder.
Yeah, that is a great you put that so diplomatically. And it's so wild to think that when Nancy Mace first came on the scene many, many, many years ago, it was because she was the first woman trying to get into the Citadel. Like she has had a very long kind of life in public. And yeah, it just seems like something's going on. And subsequently, I have no trouble believing this report from Wired. I guess I'll just put it that way.
Totally. And again, I would 1,000% guarantee she is not the only one doing it. Maybe at the obsessive capacity in which she is clearly doing it, aka the night at Nancy Mace's, right? But I mean, if you spend, as we both do, being chronically online people, you start to understand what is a bot, what isn't a bot, what their sort of characteristics are and how they pop up. Occasionally I bully one, to be honest. A nice little bot and bully, just to see them prove themselves as a bot can be a little fun. Asking them insane questions and sort of seeing what they spin out. I, it is satisfying. But I think just seeing sort of, knowing that that is the way of the world, that there's so many bots. I mean, there are also so many people paying for these bots and creating them on both sides of the aisle. So, and beyond that, beyond our borders. So, yeah, we're in a war of clips and we're in a war of bots.
Bot war. This
Yeah.
is
And
this
I
is
think
all.
the more people, yeah, but I think the more that people know the media landscape, like that is the reality that we are in, to be aware when you go to a comment section that what you are seeing might not be reality, right? That that comment on TikTok that has 50,000 likes from user 1234567, like that particular comment is trying to curate a reaction, and it's also being utilized to curate more, not just reactions in terms of the likes to it, but the comments, and then the videos off of, can you believe this comment section. So I think at least if we're in a position where people understand what they're actually intaking and what risks there are to seeing a comment section, I think we're at least a little bit better of a spot. But hey, that's another area where I say, hey, where's the regulation on this bot situation? Because it's crazy. And people really believe what they read no matter what. So, and even it doesn't matter how smart the person is. Like, I think we're all guilty of it too, being like, wait, oh my God, wow, the vibe check on this comment section, people are really feeling XYZ way. And right, it's just how you feel about something. And we as people, I think, oftentimes want to see the best in what we're taking in and the best of intentions, but oftentimes that's not the case.